Good morning. As you are so moved by your own faith and conscience, please join me in our opening prayer of invocation. To the one who has called us each by name, we invite your presence as we celebrate the accomplishments of this graduating class. As our students prepare to walk across the stage, may we walk in prayerful gratitude for all that has made this moment possible. For the families and others whose shoulders they stand upon, those who supported and sacrificed to see this hopeful moment. For faculty, staff, and administrators who challenged and offered care throughout their academic journey. For fellow students from whom they've learned about friendship and collaboration. And as our graduating students hear their own names spoken aloud today, may we each hear your voice offer a word of purpose and direction for our lives. Empower us to live lives that follow our calling, that we may strengthen and care for one another and your good earth as we walk together through this life. May we revel in this moment as we remember together and send these students across this threshold into the rest of their lives. Amen.
Please be seated. Yeah, finally. All right, and welcome. As chair of the Cornell College Board of Trustees, I now convene this commencement ceremony, honoring the graduates of the class of 2024 and bringing close to the academic year. In this exercise, Cornell College renews its life and mission and recognizes the achievements of its newest alumni. I call upon Mr. Jonathan Brandt, President of the college, to preside over the festivities on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the faculty of Cornell.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our soon-to-be graduates, parents, and friends as we officially bring to a close our 171st year. As we celebrate today, we gather representatives from all across Cornell, students, alumni, emeriti faculty, staff, and members of the Board of Trustees. As always, special appreciation goes to the Commencement Committee, as well as staff members from Marketing and Communications, Academic and Student Affairs, Facility Services, and Bon Appetit Food Service, all of whom have worked hard, tirelessly, to make this a memorable day for all of you. This, of course, is a festive day in the life of Cornell. Needless to say, it's a special day for you. Today is about you as individuals who committed yourselves up to 4 years ago to becoming Cornell College graduates today. And suffice it to say, what a 4 years it's been, but more about that later. We recognize and celebrate that you have met the expectations as set out by our faculty to become graduates of Cornell College today. You are not only graduating from Cornell College, but you're also realizing one of the most significant dreams that your families and your friends have for you. And yes, today is Mother's Day. Mothers, grandmothers, stepmothers, mothers-in-law, anyone who has any maternal role whatsoever. So to our soon-to-be graduates, my request is that you stand, face your family and friends and mothers, and join me in applauding them for the love and sacrifices they have made for you. And I can say to the mothers in this room, we'll do that for another hour. With that, though, I turn the ceremony over to our provost, Dr. Eileen Crawford.
morning. I'd like to offer my own greetings to the mothers here with us today and also those watching online, including my own mother. Happy Mother's Day to all. Commencement is a time to celebrate the achievements of the graduating class. So it is our tradition to welcome a member of the senior class to deliver our first address. Today, we have two addresses. Donovan Jones, will you please come to the stage as our first senior speaker? Donovan is a sociology major from Geraldine, Alabama. His next step is graduate school at New York University's Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development, where they'll study for a master's degree in higher education and student affairs. Donovan served their peers at Cornell through their active involvement in Student Senate as chair of Student Life and student body president. His other roles on campus included serving as a sociology peer tutor and manager of the college's social media team. Please welcome Donovan to the stage.
Hey y'all. 4 years ago, we were all mostly probably stuck in our rooms, scrolling through TikTok, shaving our heads, or whatever wacky things we decided to do during the start of a global pandemic. You know, normal things for an 18-year-old to do. One decision I know we all made at this time was to go to Cornell. Most of us here paid that lofty deposit fee around this time and decided we wanted to ship ourselves off to Mount Vernon, Iowa in the fall and begin the rest of our lives. Little did we know it would lead us here to this moment where we're all together. We have all gone through the 4 years of 18-day blocks, it's 576 days, by the way, dedicated to studying, writing last-minute papers, going out with friends, joining one too many clubs, and having to do athletics practices way too early in the morning. One thing we have in common is that we all went through this together. We leaned on each other, asked for help, grabbed lunch for each other when we were sick, etc. These past 4 years, especially after the first one was spent apart from each other, we've learned to have to become a community that knows to lean on each other. My time at Cornell has changed me almost entirely, as I'm sure it has changed you as well, or at least revealed pieces of us that we did not recognize before. Before Cornell, we all came from different areas of the world that I can almost guarantee did not act the way we do here now. I mean, does anyone else have a yik-yak community of squirrels that have recently begun thinking of overthrowing the college president? We have become a part of Cornell, and through things like Stuff a Critter, being student leaders, being in sporting events, and more, we have made Cornell a part of us. Not everything is about what Cornell can do for us, though. It's also about what we can and have done for Cornell. We have undoubtedly left our mark on this campus, and as much as the Cornell culture has affected us, we have changed it too. We have pushed back on things that have been taken for granted. We have begged for pizza to be offered every day in the cafeteria and night. We have changed this campus for the better in every way possible. What is important about our time here at Cornell has not been the common things, like going to events, eating Bon Appetit hamburgers one too many days in a row, or even befriending local squirrels, but it has been becoming a community, one that survived a year of isolation, pushed through adversities we didn't know we would face, and came out the other side a supportive, loving, and kind Ramily. Thank you all for your time, and everyone for helping us along the way.
Thank you very much, Donovan. Isabella Ann Christina Schmidt, will you please come to the stage as our second senior speaker? Izzy is a business management major and chemistry minor from Nerstrand, Minnesota, with plans to pursue a career in public health administration. She's been a very active member of the Cornell community as a leader for the Performing Arts and Activities Council, Student Senate, Greek Council, the Cornellian, the Phi Omega sorority, and the Big Event. She is a member of the Steel Pans Band and was Resident Assistant of the Year in 2023. Please welcome Izzy to the stage.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2024. Before I get to congratulating my peers, I would first like to thank all of those who helped get us here. Thank you, Cornell College and the administrative staff, for the degrees we are being presented with today. We will wear the Cornell name with honor, even when people think we went to an Ivy League school in Ithaca, New York. The younger of the Cornells, by the way. Thank you to all the professors and advisors who helped us find our passions, for sharing your abundance of knowledge and wisdom, meeting our frustrations with encouragement, and for supplying us with the tools so we could explore our fields with confidence. Olivia, Carter, and all the other siblings out there, thank you for being our role models, motivators, competition, and closest friends. Whenever we were feeling overwhelmed by a paper that had been assigned that day and was due that night at 11:59 on Moodle, you were always there to tell us how you only had class twice that entire week or how your homework wasn't due for another 3 days. You gave us joy and advice along our stressful journeys, without which we may not have made it here today. I'll try to keep this short just for you guys. Dads, moms, parents, and parental figures, congrats, your kid finally did it. Those 20-some-odd years of diaper changes, oh, yeah. Those 20-some-odd years of diaper changes, slammed doors, late nights struggling to understand homework, chauffeuring us to everything, and finally moving us into our dorms every year, even when we were on the 4th floor with no elevator. All of those days have finally paid off. To my parents, Steve and Kendra, who I did not tell I was speaking today, surprise and happy Mother's Day, Mom! I cannot describe how grateful I am for all your support, care, and love. I love you all very much. Lastly, thank you to everyone who supported our dreams and helped us on our journeys, who I may not have mentioned here today. Your help did not go unseen or unfelt. Class of 2024, look at us. It only took 8 years to finally see a real graduation ceremony. I am honored to be here today while speaking while we stand on the brink of our future. We all have made friendships that will go on for much longer than just our time here. I can look at all 214 of us and see the excitement we share not only for ourselves, but for our teammates, Greek life brothers and sisters, classmates, partners, and roommates. It's funny to think that this is the first and last time the entire class of 2024 will be in one place all together. When we arrived here in the fall of 2020, we were still in the middle of a global pandemic. Most of us had an underwhelming end to our high school career, and oh yeah, don't forget the on-land hurricane that hit campus days before we were set to move in. Despite all this, we persisted, finally making it to campus, excited for the wild, fun excitement that is college. We were met with classes on Zoom, meals handed out in prepackaged containers for us to take back to our dorms, any official parties or get-togethers were hosted over Zoom, and we were only allowed one other person in our dorms. Now, was that difficult at times? Yes, but once again, we persisted. We found a way. We made our friends, maybe hosted an unsanctioned party or two, quarantined in our rooms or Smith Hall for 2 weeks when we inevitably got COVID. We made the best of a less than ideal situation. The years following, restrictions lifted, life continued, and we have taken advantage of every opportunity that has come our way since. The past made us the people we are today. If you've learned nothing else from your college experience, which I hope is not the case, I hope you have learned that you are resilient, and no matter what obstacles you face, persist. Heck, we do college classes in 18 days. How hard could the real world really be? When you step across this stage today, you will be stepping into your future. So good luck, have fun, do some good in the world, and never forget that you are forever a part of this close-knit, ever-growing, stubbornly persistent Ramley. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very much, Izzy. Professor Katie Sagal, will you please come to the podium? The faculty address is delivered by a professor nominated by the senior class. Their selection recognizes the strong contribution they have made to the lives and learning of members of this class. This year, we are honored to have author, gamer, and assistant professor of English and creative writing, Katie Sagal, as our faculty speaker. Katie earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in English and History at the George Washington University, her MA in English from Georgetown University, and her PhD in English from Tufts University. Good morning, Katie.
Let me start by saying welcome to the class of 2024. You finally made it to this landmark moment in your academic career, and we are all so proud of you. I'm honored to be able to share this moment with you, your family, and your friends. This achievement is perhaps one of the most significant of your lives to date, but it's only the beginning. And as you prepare to embark upon the rest of your lives, I want to quote one of the most iconic video games of my generation, and perhaps of yours too, The Legend of Zelda. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And while you're not about to be handed a magical sword upon walking across the stage, although that would be really cool of President Brand, I encourage you to think of the degree you've earned here at Cornell as the tool you use to make your way through the world after leaving the hilltop. Go along with me on the metaphor for a moment. You've already vanquished the monsters that were the Zoom classes and COVID protocols of your first 2 years here at Cornell. You survived many more dangers while navigating 4 years of classes, athletics, clubs, and social events, beset by the derecho, the excessively hot Septembers, the extremely cold Januaries, and some questionable chicken in the dining hall. You leveled up through challenging blocks, exciting internships, and inspiring research projects. Can you even imagine the obstacles you'll overcome and the pots you'll break along the way to your next great accomplishment? To lay aside the Zelda analogy, though, the skills and experiences you've accrued here at Cornell have uniquely prepared you for the years to come. You may go on to work in the field in which you've earned your degree, soon or further down the line, or you may choose to explore new areas. Either way, each and every block has taught you something important. And I want to especially stress the fact that the knowledge and research acumen you have gained through your coursework is increasingly valuable in a world where digital resources like Google are no longer as reliable as they should be. The fact that the internet has gone from a democratic resource full of potential to an uneven digital landscape full of conflict and misinformation in your own short lifetimes reflects the enduring importance of a genuine education. You've also cultivated the abilities to think critically and to work ethically, skills this planet needs more than ever. This is the true benefit of a liberal arts education. You are prepared to take your place in a global landscape. You are ready to be the hero of your own game. My wish for you is that you find not only personal and intellectual fulfillment in the years to come, but that you also find your passion. So conquer the dungeons, save the princess, and seek the path you're meant to walk in this world. I speak for all the faculty, staff, and administrators here at Cornell when I say we will all miss you terribly, but could not be more thrilled with your success. Congratulations to the class of 2024.
Thank you very much, Katie. Will Associate Professor of Psychology, Stephen Nazy, please escort Professor of Psychology, William Dragon, to the platform.
Each year at commencement, we recognize faculty retiring from full-time duties who have served the college with distinction by awarding them the honorary title of Professor Emeritus or Professor Emerita. Today, I am pleased to recognize two faculty members who have been nominated by their colleagues and granted this distinction by the Cornell College Board of Trustees.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present William Dragon for the conferring of the rank of Professor Emeritus of Psychology.
Professor Dragon's colleagues in the psychology department have prepared the following citation. Bill is an extraordinary teacher. Students rave about his ability to develop a classroom environment that enhances learning and also allows students a way to carry these discussions over into their lives after class. Bill calls this a value-added approach. By making concepts exciting and helping students apply these ideas, each one could see their lives a little bit differently, to grow themselves and the society in psychology. He would leave them with a charge, often focused around his specialty, relationships. Bill has always been a leader in his field. He was capably completing his work as the secretary and treasurer of the International Network on Personal Relationships before being asked to merge this network with the International Association for Relationship Research. Not only did he oversee this work, he also continued his role as the secretary and treasurer and dutifully helped manage the initial years of this new conference. In addition, Bill is an accomplished scholar. He has earned 20 awards and grants, with money often used to support student-led research. Of the more than 29 publications to his credit, 26 different students were able to work side by side with Bill, and then to present this work at numerous national and international conferences. His book, titled Understanding Research and Personal Relationships, is a fine complement to one of our students' favorite courses, Intimate Relationships. Bill's desire to mentor and scaffold student research experiences did not end there. He worked to establish the Student Symposium, an annual display of posters and presentations that offers all students a chance to share their work with the campus on the orange carpet. From purchasing poster boards to sponsoring student work, the impact of Bill's work to provide students a campus space to share their ideas continues today. In addition, in his desire to highlight the work of department majors specifically, he worked to establish a Psi Chi at Cornell, the National Honor Society in Psychology, advising the program for over 30 years. Bill's efforts allow us to honor the hard work of our students inducted into Psi Chi, which you can still see in your programs today. Finally, Bill's work has also extended into the community. He has educated the local community members about communication skills and relationships and how jealousy can impact these relationships, delivering workshops as near as the First Presbyterian Church and as far away as Chautauqua. Taking one's passion for science into the world is no easy task, and the value added to these community members resonates today.
For these accomplishments, and in recognition of Professor Dragon's outstanding service to Cornell, by vote of the Board of Trustees, I am pleased to confer on him today the rank of Professor Emeritus of Psychology.
Will Professor of History, Catherine Stewart, please escort Professor of English, Leslie Kathleen Hankins, to the platform.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present Leslie Kathleen Hankins for the conferring of the rank of Professor Emerita of English.
Professor Hankins' colleagues in the English department have prepared the following citation. A world-class scholar, Professor Leslie Kathleen Hankins has left her mark on modernism studies. Her dedication to the field has been measured by presentations, including a plenary address, every year at the Virginia Woolf International Conference since its founding in 1991. Her scholarly activity and creativity shines in a co-edited essay collection and some 27 academic articles. A public intellectual, she has shared her scholarship with broad audiences through invited talks at premier libraries and museums, a podcast, DVD pamphlet, and the forthcoming video, which features Cornell students taking tea at Woolf's childhood home in London. As a member of the Woolf Studies Annual Editorial Board and past vice president and president of the International Virginia Woolf Society, she has provided invaluable service to the profession. Professor Hankins poured her groundbreaking knowledge of transatlantic modernism into her courses, among which the Harlem Renaissance has pride of place. She championed the teaching of film in the English department, developing courses on women directors, avant-garde films and novels, and African-American women writers and directors, among others. She led Cornell Summer Research Institute explorations into Winifred Van Etten's literary heritage. A pedagogical adventurer at heart, she taught book arts and film, medical fiction, and a legendary class on wilderness and the arts. A liberal arts symphony of studying nature, literature, and visual arts, practicing meditation and book arts, and teaching students to see themselves as wildly able while traversing the boundary waters and the expanses of artistic experience. Just as creativity imbues Professor Hankins' teaching and scholarship, her rich knowledge of film, literary history, and nature informs her creative work. While earning a graduate certificate in the book arts at the University of Iowa, she won an award for a handmade paper installation at the Morgan Conservancy in Cleveland, launched another paper and experimental photography installation, and a digitally designed artist book at Cornell, and published work under the imprint of her Making Waves press. She also co-founded at Cornell the Foxton Press, which owes to her the acquisition of the 1876 Iron Hand Press.
For these accomplishments, and in recognition of Professor Hankins' outstanding service to Cornell, by vote of the Board of Trustees, I am pleased to confer on her today the rank of Professor Emerita of English.
We now come to the most important part of our ceremony today, the presentation of candidates for degrees. President Brand, I have the honor of presenting candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science and Engineering, Bachelor of Special Studies, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Music degrees. These students have successfully completed their course of study, have been recommended by the faculty, and have been approved by the Board of Trustees. I now respectfully request that you, by your official act, confer upon them individually their degrees and admit to them all associated privileges and obligations.
Members of the class of 2024, will you please stand? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, by vote of the Cornell College Board of Trustees, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the sovereign state of Iowa, I hereby confer upon you the baccalaureate degrees you have earned during your course of study here at Cornell College, together with all the rights, privileges, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. I now invite you to move your tassels on your caps from the right to the left-hand side, signifying your achievement as Cornell College graduates. You may be seated. Provost Crawford, please read the names of the candidates.
As we begin recognizing our 2024 graduates, Let me remind parents and friends here today that there are 2 professional photographers taking pictures of all the graduates. We ask that you please stay seated during the ceremony and take your own photos after the ceremony. Thank you. Student marshals, please escort our graduates to the stage. Benjamin James Bach. Luke Donald Baldwin. Ryan Maxwell Devine. William Penn DeBleek. Matthew Vincent Nugent. Mac Coleman. Brody Paul McEwen. Eliza Jordan Kahn Roberts. Indigo August Meads. Indigo is receiving his diploma from his grandfather, former Cornell trustee Ted Meads, Cornell class of 1967. John Mark Bickle. John is receiving his diploma from his grandfather, Cornell trustee John Bickle, Cornell class of 1966. Kendra Lynn Marie Baranek. Jordan Mackenzie Reb. Emery Couvert Miller. Philip Thomas Curry. Daniel Abesamis Hammer. Isaiah Charles Spencer. Samuel Christopher Adams. Ethan Alexander Watrous. Ari Shea Westling. Tristan Page Kaufman. Krista Krieger Lutkus. Faith Michelle Lloyd. Jessica R. Berge. Logan Wells. Chickadee Webster. Gregory James Papadakis. Emerson Michael Roy. Federico Polidori. Jeremy Michael Spina. Bryce McDonald Scott. Jaden Cassidy Knapp. Natalie Michelle McAllister. Hunter William Holt. John Ed Smith. Jacob Terrell Baggs. Morquavis Deshawn Hall. Darren Bernard Weston. Zachary A. Stallman. Andrew Paul Schaefer. Brenna Sue Gordon. Carolyn Rochelle Hilliard. Zachary Lewis Perry. Mackenzie Elise Macomb. Josie Anna Wolf. Craig Vincent Morris. Chloe May Finn. Jacob Andrew Shope. Sydney Brooke Brown. Caitlin Noel Marr. Daniel James Griner II. Nevea Sky Quimby. Sophia Julia Mitchell. Caroline Joanne McKenna Justin. Atticus Lysander Parrott. Cody James Zahn. Aiden William Mons. James L. Hoyle. Silver P. Slosher. Aiden Geraldine Hefner. Gray Van Voorhees Underwood. Isabella Jade Anderson. Noah Lutsky. Janelle Jimenez. Kai Zeno Feitler. Safiat Omodolapo Aminu. Helena Gina Kilanga Cheatham. Kachana Carmen Marie Mirville. Caden Bryce Sorensen. Brock Xavier Brandt. Garnet B. Strack. Milo Kent McDonald. Christian Merced Dixon. Evan Waring. Aiden Rosenthal. George Alec Charles Bolt. Benjamin John Parkins. Aaron Jules Fennell Chemetsky. Aidan Kohavi. Christopher Patrick Peñas Hall. Alexander Pascal Hadler Strumlauf. Dane Walter Markregard. Samuel P. Hunt. Layla Rashawn Powell. Ingrid Agneta Peters. Emma Catherine Hughes. Sophia May Perry. Alexis Lakin Moore. Josephine Rose Menser. Fiona Isabel Rainey. Clayton Michael Schultzik. Maxwell Selig Lunt. Kieran Danielle Greteman. Morgan Elise Lawson. Eliza Noel Barth. Anushka Vaidyanathan. Rainier Call. Ryan Zurich. Jonathan Abimael Azanon. Sierra Michelle Dimmel. Sophia Isabel Garcia. Coralie Denise Bodecker. Zoe Claire Diaz Moore. Delaney Ann Thomas. Hope Elizabeth Nordman. Richie Merrill Richardson. Pike Tyler Henson. Kyle Douglas Johnson Hahn. Ryan Nicholas Mueller. Alea Rose Bolin. Wendy Joanna Negrete Rios. Emily Nicole Martica. Anna Irene Newby. Rachel Hartley. Benjamin William Morabito. Emily Grace Bierke. Isla Jaden Perez Johnson. Caitlin Marie Babcock. Mary Madeline Rose Puffett. Miranda Catherine Keith. Grace Mariana Anderson. Jack Michael Skodro. Ken Roden. Lou Irene Higgins. Donovan Joe Jones. William Stewart Pawelko. Mansoor Amir Sims. Connor Millet Hone. Wesley Ray Campana. Darren Eli Mankey. Samuel Williamson. John Thomas Langan. Eamon Lee Turner. Parker Riley Fletcher. Samuel Carter Stewart. Maricruz Hernandez. Kaylee Nicole March. Kara Eileen Rivard. Regina Janine Bermudez. Alejandra Ayanda Villegas Chuma. Charles Austin III. Emma Claire Job. Grant Russell Cook. Lucas Kenneth Kruger. Raymond Michael Borchert. Mitchell Patrick Decker. James Michael Stimson. Austin Christopher Kelly. Mason John Meyer. Logan Furse Christensen. Gabe Benjamin Schlaba. Michaela Rose Johnson. Ashley Evan Mink. Mia Vaughn Lauren. Molly Jane Hallett. Harper Lee Malone. Kimberly Candace Maitland. Haley Sue Pillard. Empauto Abasi Idorean James. Callum Andrew McAllister. Drew Fell Deer. Trayton Jones Steffen. Nicholas James DeMuno. Madeline A. Rainey. Olivia Rose Henkel. Kennedy Claire Parker. Taylor M. Bush. Luisa Fernanda Lutz Davidson. Michelle Nava. Avery Ruth Schroeder. Adetutu Rachel Adewusi. Anaya Simone Simmons. Carolyn L. Pickup. Nikita Gregory Calling. Chad Luis Garo Domingo. Gabrielle Mary Langfeld. Cheyenne B. Grenenwald. Brianna Elizabeth Methy. India Smith. Nathaniel Lotz Robinson. Madeline Ruth Marie Lemke. Tori Rayanne Steen. Peyton Presley Douglas. Tanner Allen Sanders. Jonah Samuel Koken. Jack Francis Berkmeyer. Julissa Anjali Rivera. Anna Elizabeth Grieve. Emery Conrad Bird. Sophia Violet Wolf. Kelsey Dean Jameson. Olivia Vernell Ferraro. Cheyenne Aslam Khan. Alexis J. Partida. Amelia Offerman Brown. Bryn Elizabeth Schierenbeck. Tendall Lauren Wiegand. Betsy Serrano Centeno. Harper Marin Linfield. Audrey Iris Pagel. Isabella Ann Christina Schmidt. I will now read the names of the graduates who are unable to be in today's attendance in today's ceremony. Natalia Stephanie Alvarado Martinez. Maximilian Cisla. Anna Sophia Clement Potagol. Sam Dolinsek. Shira Fox Fine. Luke Enoch Henson. Dylan Michael Hurley. Ariana Maria Jewell. Kenneth Leroy Lutz III. Michael James McDonald. Mina Margriette Massaquoi. Prasad Gringer Richards. Lawrence Harrison Teakin. And Wentao Xie. Mr. President, this concludes the reading of the names of the graduates of the Cornell College class of 2024.
So, I've been thinking about your graduation for some time now. I'm like you. And I was reflecting on where we were 4 years ago. March 2020, many of you, not all of you, many of you were still in high school, graduating seniors that spring. For my part, in mid-March, I was in my sister's living room with my family, including my son and my nephew, both who were college seniors. It was spring break. You probably remember this, not for everyone. And with an hour or so on that day, my son and my nephew both learned together that their in-person college experiences had just ended. They had a week, a few days to come back to their campuses to clean out their rooms and finish their college educations at home. It was a really tough, it was interesting, it was tough, it was emotional. We dream about this moment at the end of your college time, after all of this hard work, when you get to celebrate this moment with friends, when you get to close a chapter, but not really, and move on to that next one together. That's what we were all looking forward to in March of 2020. Now, sometimes I like to play a game I call Who Had It the Worst? Right? An uplifting, positive game. So I can tell you in March of 2020, my son and my nephew definitely thought in that moment that their graduating class, that they had it the worst of all college classes. What did they know, right? COVID only impacted 2 months of their college experience. For you, for starters, how many of you even had a traditional high school graduation in person at the time when you completed your studies? Did you hear that in the back? Liars. Yeah. So then, your first year of college, that was the hardest year, with social distancing, limits to the size of gatherings, at least officially, as I understand it, Zoom, hybrid learning, social isolation, masks, and then, let's not get into the whole debate around vaccinations. All of this uncertainty and legitimate fear. Now, right. So I have to bring everyone up to speed on what I'm holding here. So you may remember at the opening of the college in 2020, I showed you this measuring stick. From early in our history at Cornell College, at least into the early 1870s, men and women were not permitted to get within 6 feet of each other. Right. The original social distancing, everyone. So on campus, and I'm not making this up, we had sticks that were 6 feet long plus 4 inches on each side for 2 people's hands, so that we could ensure that students were maintaining an appropriate, proper physical distance between each other. Sounds crazy, right? Hard to imagine today, but not with COVID. And through all of this craziness of COVID, all you wanted from the start was college. And thanks to the devotion of Cornell faculty and staff and the very particular unique benefits of our one course at a time methodology calendar, we were able to get you closer to a college experience than basically any other school in the country and keep you safe in so doing. And we're not going to bring those sticks back anytime soon. Right. But that first year of yours wasn't, of course, college as we know it, as we love it, as you know it, as you love it. I guess what I'm saying when I pull this all together is you had it the hardest, I think. I really do. And at the same time, and Izzy referenced this in her address to you, you are also the class that had the opportunity to experience what it feels like to overcome something huge, to get to the other side. Each year got better, and I'm thankful that notwithstanding all the challenges in years 1 and 2 of your experiences, you did get college back. And here today, you have a graduation that is in all ways a normal one. And I wasn't sure that we would get a moment like this, especially with all of the recent unrest on multiple university campuses across the country. You have this moment for you. And as I reflect on this COVID experience and the derecho, something we've all shared together, what can we learn as I charge you this morning? 99% of the time, nothing is as bad as it seems in the moment. And there is something that we can learn from every experience and every moment, including our challenges and our failures. And in fact, yesterday, when I was talking to Kimmy Maitland, one of your classmates, class of 2024, as you know, she said to me yesterday as we were talking about this, she said, because of COVID, we grew together. And that's right. And there is no doubt going forward, you will surely have other obstacles in your lives, and you will surely also be close to others who will also face hurdles and obstacles and who will look to you for help and guidance. That is only natural. We're all human. That's what we do. We help each other. And today, my charge to you is really simple, is just to know that you really, really, really can do hard things. You just did. And it's amazing how much easier it is to confront and learn from those challenges if we just focus on what's in front of us, the incremental steps that can get us through them. And COVID and how we managed that all together proves my point, because we learned how to overcome it together. We did something hard together, and I think it would be short-sighted of me not to say we should be really proud of that together. So today, you, the class of 2024, you are now officially graduates. You're not soon to be graduates, you are graduates. You now join nearly 17,000 Cornell alumni as members of the Cornell College Alumni Association. We are all proud of you, we're all proud of your accomplishments, and we encourage you, all of us, to stay connected to your home here on the hilltop. Network with alumni, keep them up to date on what you're doing, keep us up to date on what you're doing and where you are, and engage with your fellow alumni on social media. All the information you need, it's on the website. And please, until we gather again together, just remember that your alumni association spans the entire globe, and there is nothing that enthuses an alumnus and alumna more than helping out more junior recent graduates. Connect with them. Thank you and congratulations again to an incredible class.
We're almost there. Will our alma mater singers please join us on stage now? As we close our ceremony today, those on stage will recess, after which students may join their families. Graduates, you'll be able to pick up your diplomas from the tables near the stage on the east wall prior to 1 p.m. Enclosed in the envelope with your diploma will be your meal tickets for brunch, served through 1:30 p.m. at the Hilltop Cafe. Now, please stand and remain standing for the singing of our alma mater, with the audience joining for verse 3, followed by Reverend Malia's benediction.
This is the better microphone, so you should be in front of it, because I'll just kind of tone it down, because mine's the loudest part. So.
In the
Today, you crossed this threshold and leave this community. But as others have said, you join a group of kindred souls who have come and gone before you. While you step onto a path unknown, wherever you go, fellow travelers will be there to greet you, to guide you, and be your companions, whatever joys or difficulties your journey may bring. May the Spirit guide you as this next chapter of your life unfolds. May you enliven hope and create good in the world. May you go forth and do that which calls you to make this world more loving, more compassionate, and may you use your skills and gifts in the world every day. May it be so. Amen. Congratulations, class of 2024.